Okay, folks, our next and final guest of the evening, a fantastic stand up and funny comedian who started out as I did in the Bay Area. She's been in all the great comedy festivals, does shows all the time. Nori Reed. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Dale.
How are you, Nori?
I'm good. I'm also coming to you from sunny Los Angeles.
It's so sunny. Looks like you're on the sun right there. My
I,
goodness.
I've died and gone to heaven. I'm in heaven right now. It's been good. It's been good up here. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of the ring light, but you went for the full package.
Seriously. I just had to brag. I wanted everyone in the world to know that LA is just mm,
Yes. And it's a recent move for you. Is that correct? You
it
were in
is.
the Bay Area.
You did your research, Dale. I moved to LA last November.
Okay. And so are
Yeah.
you still in the kind of rosy glow of it? Is you still enchanted by that red shine from the Vaughn sign and the jacarandas in bloom?
Oh, the jacarandas. The jacarandas are gorgeous right now.
Yes.
It was, what's funny is I had that experience of like getting used to LA and it was hard and then it started getting good. And then so I don't know if you've heard coronavirus happened. It's something
Sorry.
people don't know about this. It's some virus that's happening right
Ooh,
now.
sounds nasty.
I know it's a coronavirus. It's something interesting that happened. So that's put a damper on things just a little bit.
I I understand. I understand. Well, going even further back though, now you're from Southern Kentucky.
It's true.
Okay.
I'm from
Now,
Christian County.
Christian County. Is that what you said?
Yes, literally, that's the name.
Yes, yes, and it would seem to be quite a change from that. I mean, Oakland, okay, that's a little, that's kind of a soft way in to LA, but it must be quite different than the way you grew up.
Yeah, my geographic trajectory was I'm super queer and I had to get out of Kentucky because it just wasn't working. It wasn't
Yes,
really.
and had this. Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. And so I like made good grades to go to I slowly made my way north. I went to college in Ohio. Okay. And then
Yes.
I went to New York City. And then I did that,
Yeah.
and that was good. And then I moved to Oakland from there. So it was kind of just a little bit of a journey, but yeah.
Yes, but you're happy where you are now. I understand that in Christian County, that is also the home to one of the famous psychics of
It's
the
true.
early era, Edgar Casey. Is that it?
You are spot on.
Yes.
Yes.
And this fella, if people are not familiar with him now, and maybe he's fallen out of popular discourse, he was known as the sleeping prophet.
Yes.
So he would come in, lie down, and then fall
Love.
asleep,
Yes.
go into a trance, and tell you about what was going to happen.
Yes, Edgar Casey is from my hometown, and that's actually, coincidentally, that's how I enter any room as well. If I'm going to be doing anything, I come in, I like to lay down and just kind of sleep for a little bit, and then I just get up and then I do, what I'm supposed to do. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's why we had you on last, because I know you wanted to
yeah,
have enough time to rest
I
fully.
gotta sleep. Also Bell Hooks. Do you know Bell
Yes.
Hooks? The
Sure.
she's a black feminist. She's from my hometown.
Wow.
So it's a weird, it's like it creates some weirdos, myself
Yeah.
included.
Must have some interesting parades.
Hmm. Yes, it's Christian County, Kentucky, super black, super feminist, super queer. Just, I'm kidding. It's not. It's not. It's
Yes.
awful.
No. Have you ever gone to a psychic reading?
Oh, yes. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I believe it too much. That's my
Yeah.
issue. So I'm hesitant to enter in because I know that I'm going to just trust what they say, and I'm going to
Yeah.
give up too much information.
Yeah. My first psychic was when I was living in Park Slope. I do you know Park Slope? Are you in New York?
I am quite
You're
near
in
the
New York.
Gowanus. Yes.
Oh my God, you're right. You're a stone by the Whole Foods.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Amazing. Love that Whole
Amazing.
Foods. I was walking in Park Slope, and this psychic was on a stoop, and I didn't know she was a psychic. She just was a woman, and she was like, "Hey, hey, hey!" She was like, "You come upstairs with me." And I'm very naive, and I was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Let's do it. I'm gonna go upstairs with you in your to your apartment." And then she gave me a psychic reading, and some of the highlights, if I can remember, were I almost died in childbirth, but my grandmother pushed me through.
Her spirit.
The Yeah, her spirit pushed me through the vaginal canal, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's
And
like a
then
doula of the ghost world.
yes, she was a ghost doula, and she just
Yeah.
kind of lubricated my mother's vaginal canal with her tears and just pushed me through. And then also she told me, oh, it was a really good reading, but up until the end, she was like, in conclusion, you're very cursed and you're very dark energied. And so you need to buy all of these crystals. And then she like showed me another room, and I was like, okay, all right.
Yep.
She had to
Yep.
ruin it, she had to make it really weird.
All right. The sales pitch at the end is always fun.
Yeah.
Yep. I had the same thing with the timeshare opportunity at the Lawrence Welk Resort in Escondido. I was this close. I was going to go for it too. I was just happy to be there, you know?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. People
Yeah.
gotta make it. Why do people always have to make it about money? I hate that. Yeah.
Commerce always ruins it. Do you think you're a superstitious person?
Ooh, that's a hard. That's interesting. My grandmother was a shaman in Korea. True story.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
real. She
I'm
was a
with
she was
you.
a shaman. Yeah, I wouldn't mess around with this. I wouldn't lie about this. She's a shaman, and so it feels like it's a little ingrained in me, like that kind of stuff. My grandmother, she loves vaginal canals. She's always just in. She's in there. Am I superstitious? I don't I don't like that word. I don't connect to the word superstitious. I would say that I'm more um I believe in a spiritual energy. I live in LA. I live in LA now. What do you want? What do you want from me? This is LA
I'm
for
all
you.
about the spiritual energy,
The
Nori. We're on
spirit,
the
I
same
believe in it.
page.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm very
No,
ashamed of
no,
myself and
no.
my
We're
thoughts.
vibrating at the same frequency here.
Okay,
It's all
great.
good. Now, I'll ask you this. Are you optimistic?
Yes, yes. I don't think I would have made it through my life experiences if I wasn't toxically, pathologically positive. In a way that is bad. I've had a lot of therapy in order to like balance it out to where I'm not like so positive.
Yeah.
But I definitely have to look at things in a certain way. Which I mean, I'm a comedian, so I guess if you're a are comedians optimistic by nature? I would say so. Maybe not. Maybe.
Yeah. I guess you hope somebody's listening.
Yeah, I feel like it's very optimistic to get on stage and be vulnerable and hope that people connect to it. That's a pretty optimistic activity.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, another optimistic activity is dating. You doing okay with that in LA?
Oh God, dating. I'm not. It's funny because if someone who interacts with my social media, you would think that I date a lot because I post a lot about dating and screenshots from dating sites and stuff, but I find dating to be very annoying and challenging and just kind of I'm not good at small talk, and I'm not good at I want to be like, so what was your greatest trauma and how did you rise up from it? And they're like, we're at a McDonald's and we just met, and I don't want to talk to you about what my biggest fear is. And so I'm kind of like, I think I'm like too intense for casual dating, unfortunately.
I might also suggest a different location for the date. Nori.
Always McDonald's. Why is it always McDonald's? It's
Yeah. I don't know.
unfortunately.
You might, might raise the bar just a little bit for
Thank
yourself, I
you.
think.
I appreciate that, Dale.
Well, you've had such a non-traditional path as you talked about, and then you got some real momentum going, and now this thing has happened,
Yeah.
and I can only imagine it's kind of challenging and difficult, but you're still finding a way through it.
Yeah. I last year was a big year for me personally, which is such a weird thing to say, but um I had some great opportunities and it kind of is what really spurred me to move to LA. But it's been really amazing so far living here. Definitely a lot of opportunities here, a lot of great people. The comedy community here is like amazing. I think LA gets this, comedians love to do the whole like New York versus LA, and
Yeah,
like no other city exists. It's just like New York or LA. And New York is the good place for stand-up comedians, and LA is like a terrible place for it. And I don't find that to be true. I think all the comedians I've met here are so funny, and I think there is definitely a revival of like alt comedy in Los Angeles, which is really fun. I love, like, there's just so many amazing alt comedians who I like love to watch.
yeah, yeah. Well, and a lot of them moved from here to there too, but
Yes,
it's a constant exchange as it always happens.
constant.
Yeah. Well, Nori, I want to talk to you more, but maybe we can do that in another time because
Oh,
I believe we've run out of space
oh,
here in the deep net. I'm sorry to say, but
you know, it's my
we had
karma.
such.
My psychic told me this would happen today. She said,
Yes.
I called her and she said, they're gonna wrap it up real fast with you. They're not gonna want to talk to you for too long.
No, it's not a want. I want to talk to you. Believe me. I hope that maybe when this is all over, we'll get a chance to meet in person too. That would be
Absolutely.
a wonderful. And people can still follow you and do find out what you're doing and what kind of activity you have going on.
Follow me on Instagram. It's Nori Reed. It's my name. I post a lot of psychosexual stuff. People are popping back up. I feel very
Yeah, pop in. Things are happening.
um,
We're all
fuck.
here to hear that Instagram handle.
Bye, Dale.
Bye, Nora. It's been fantastic. And thanks to all of my guests. Look at everyone there. My goodness. Olivia and Skylar, Max and Nikki, Nori and Elizabeth. And my thanks to Shannon producing. And our artwork there is by Tini. And the music you heard at the beginning of the show is by Simon Haynes. This has been so much fun. Thanks to all of you. I wish you all a good health. And remember that although this night is ending, a bright new day is just ahead. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
Thank you.
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 Bye.